What's going on, y'all? It's Digital Hustle, another cryptocurrency video. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about a new ICO I'm getting into. And when I say new, I'm just saying new as far as this channel. I know this ICO has been out and other people have talked about it, but I have decided to get into Finecoin. And for me, it's not always about getting into the ICO first, although we all always want to get in and get the best price. Sometimes you just got to get some information, or for me, I got to hear something in it that makes me want to invest and feel comfortable with it. So before we get into this video, I want to remind everybody I'm not your motherfucking financial advisor. I'm just showing people what I'm doing with my money. And if you like it, I got a link in the description, and you can do this Finecoin ICO if you see that suits you well. So let's jump into this ICO. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not. I think they're around 8 right now, but that's okay because what they've been doing is running these rounds back to back and keeping the same price for a series of rounds. So I think the price of this coin started off at 60 cents. Let me see if I can find it. We'll get into that in a second, but let's start from the beginning. First of all, this is obviously a lending platform ICO. If you're new to this channel, we do a lot of lending ICOs because usually when you do these ICOs, they tend to come out for more than what we spent on the ICO price. So we get like bonus money, and we take that bonus money and we do a loan with it, and then we dump the rest of the coins so we can kind of get our initial investment back plus a little bit of profit off the top, and we get the residual income or passive income from the loans that we make. Now, if you don't know what lending is in the cryptocurrency space, I suggest you Google that because I'm not about to go over that in this video. So, what did I like about Finecoin? There was a couple things I like about Finecoin. First of all, I got this white paper pulled up. We're gonna look at this. So, I'm not gonna read this whole white paper. I'm just going over the things that I think are important. And if you want to read the white paper, I suggest you go to the site because you'll make your own decision and read the fucking white paper. But specifications that I think are important is the supply is only 12 million, so that low supply is good. The Coinbase maturity is 25 blocks. This is a proof of work coin, meaning you can mine it. I know they also got staking, and the minimum staking age is 10 days. The maximum staking age is 90 days. I have never seen a maximum staking age before, so I'm not quite sure what that means, but maybe it means you can only stake for 90 days and it resets. I don't know. Do some research. These white papers, especially with these lending platforms, got a lot of crap in here, so I try not to read all of it. Wallets are coming out. They got them for Windows, Macs, and Linux. Taking that with a grain of salt, but we'll see. Communication. I will say that I've been following this for a while. This isn't the first day I've seen Finecoin. I've been kind of monitoring it with my side eye. And I will say that they seem to be really good with communication. Mike Michaels did an interview with them too, if you guys want to go check that out. And you can tell English isn't their first language, but they do a really good job at answering the questions. And that's important. There's a couple discrepancies that I don't really like. You can go listen to the interview for yourself. You can make your own conclusions. Like at one point in the interview, I noticed that they said he asked them why they got into the lending space, and they said because they had got tired of seeing sites basically like BitConnect and whoever else do it wrong, and they wanted to come in and do it better. But then if you look at their roadmap, it says that they've been planning this since early 2017, I think. So BitConnect was doing fine, and back then they were like really one of the only lending companies. So just little things like that. But we'll look at this ICO schedule so you can see how far behind we are. We had the pre-ICO on the 20th of January. It's not that far behind. It's just February 1st at the time of this video. 25th through the 29th was the first ICO stage where there was 60 cents. See, now we're in the second ICO stage where the coin price is 80 cents. That's January 30th to February 30th. So for the next 2 days, we can still get in at the second price, well, technically the third price, and then the price is going to go to $1, and then it goes to $1.20 in the last stage, and that's just a few days away because that's it ends on the 13th is when this ICO ends. So right here off the back, this is something I like about this. Looking at the ICO pricing, when I look at ICOs, I don't like to see like a huge fucking gap in between the prices. Like if it starts at like 10 cents and then like the top price is $4, that's too much. I like to see a nice little tight, just like we got going on here. Trying to see if there's anything else in here that I wanted to go over with you guys. Obviously, they got a referral program. Thus, I have my link in the description. If you decide that you want to do this, you click that link in the description. Referral programs, level 1 is 5%, level 2 is 3%, level 3 is 2%. Very conservative. Ain't no 20 levels deep type shit. It's unsustainable. It seems like they're, according to the interview, they have seen what other lending platforms are going wrong at, and they're trying to fix that. So it's kind of shown in the white paper. I think that might be the end of the white paper. Now I wanted to take a look at this roadmap real quick. By the way, the next round of ICO starts in 19 hours and 18 minutes. So, what was I looking at? The roadmap. Okay, so, yeah. It was saying they started this in January 2017. That's what I was talking about before. In November 2017, last year, at the end of last year, they said the beta version was finished and their testing started. They had all the bugs were fixed, and then they started the pre-ICO, so that kind of shows that they were trying to get shit together before they started collecting money. I like that. They launched the pre-ICO in January, and it's now February. So they're wrapping that up. Like I said, that wraps up on the 13th. And it says February they got planned to open the exchange. So they're opening the exchange first. And that's cool, but you know how I feel about when the exchange opens first. I like to, look more into dumping my coins. I don't want to say I'm going to dump the coin, but, those prices is crazy when the exchange opens and nobody can lend. But it also says that they're opening up the lending program in February as well. So they got a target price of $25. I don't know. February seems like it's going to be busy though because they got the launching of the Android wallet and the Windows wallet as well. And in March, I guess they're going to do the other wallets. Finecoin listed on external exchange in March. I don't really care about the external exchange. Sometimes it does give it a boost, but I'm sure by then I will have been done with all my coins. So that's where we at with Finecoin at this moment. I am going to be depositing some money in here, and I'm going to participate in this next round because I think this is going to be one of the ICOs. I don't know if I mentioned it in any of my prior videos, but I decided that I came up with a number of ICOs that I'm going to be getting into. I'm going to try to get into per month. Now, I'm not going to just get into crap just to fulfill the quota, but if I can find 6 ICOs to get into in a month, I think that would be good for me. And I want to document the process here, even if the ICOs don't come out good. And you guys got to remember, like when you do these ICOs, you got to look at it like you're just throwing your money out the window, like you're throwing it on the stripper. Because, this shit might not turn into shit, but at the same time, it's a high risk, high reward type of situation. I went on Ucoin. A lot of people talk shit about Ucoin Cash. A lot of people talk shit. Like, when I talk about how I did in Ucoin Cash, people are like, how did you win in Ucoin Cash? It's because I fucking paid attention, man. The exchange came out first. Price was $14 when it came out. And I fucking sold some of that shit. I locked in my profit right then. I'd only put $50 in there, and I think I had sold $140 worth right there. So even though the exchange shut down after that, and then they had to go through like their hiatus phase, I was still able to keep those Bitcoin that I'd already sold. And when it came back out, it was still coming out at like $12. So, selling early was able to help me lock in some profits early. So, especially when the exchange involved exchange being released first is involved. That's always how I play the game. Trying to think if there's anything else we should know. The roadmap is that's pretty much it to the roadmap. The lending, duh. I should show you the lending terms. Similar to BitConnect, but there's this kind of, they put this shit out there like you either balling or you motherfucking not, and you gonna know it because the basic is 100 to 1,000, bam, that's cool. But then the next level is 1,000 to 10,000. So honestly, I'll probably be in this range, the standard range, when I do my loan, or if I do a loan. I don't know. I got to see how this plays out. The professional is 10,000 to 25,000, and then the enterprise is 25,000 to 50,000, and they obviously all got different interest rates. I like to, when I do these loans, especially now, like I used to do, like when I was talking about with the Ucoin, I put $50 in. I'm at a point now where I'm trying to raise that based off of the wins that I've had, and so now I'm doing like 150 minimum in these ICOs. So hopefully I can get into the standard tier, which is the daily interest rate plus 0.10%, 180 days capital back. The next level is 0.25% capital back in 120 days, and then the last one is 0.35% on top of the daily interest, and then you get your capital back in 99 days. Oh, fuck, man. One thing that I really loved about this, I was trying to put all this shit in order. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I make these videos, I freestyle it. Like, I freestyle it. I don't write notes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go over it first, but by the time I decide to do a video on it, it's because I've already went through it and decided that it's good for me and I want to put my money into it. So sometimes my thoughts are scattered, but I don't want you to take that as I'm not knowing what I'm talking about. But what I was saying is the thing that I liked about this ICO is that they said that they always keep their withdrawals open. That's fucking dope, right? So if you put some money in here and you decide, like, wait a minute, I don't want to do this, you can withdraw your Bitcoin. So they've been open and transparent about that, and they've been very adamant about telling people that you can withdraw your money at any time. A lot of these ICOs will lock your fucking money up. That's what people main beef with Ucoin Cash is that they put their money in that shit, and then some people, because the ICO was so hectic, a lot of people didn't get the tokens, but the money's still there, and their money's still locked up because they came out and said, and ICOs will do shit like this. Ain't no fear in fucking ICOs, man. You just gotta roll with the punches. They told people that the first people to do a loan on Ucoin Cash were the first people to be able to get the withdrawal function. Now, I was able to do a loan because I got some tokens, but if I hadn't got no tokens, and I just had some Bitcoin and some Ethereum sitting over there, the rates aren't really that great at Ucoin, so I wouldn't really want to do a loan out of my own money. So they were just kind of sitting there stuck. So that's why I always say never send more than you can afford to lose. Not to say that the good people at Ucoin Cash won't release that Bitcoin. I just think they're taking their sweet time. So yeah, that's pretty much where we at with it as far as this Finecoin. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to send over some Ethereum, so I can be ready for this ICO tomorrow, because I am definitely going to be buying some of this at the 80-cent price. And hopefully this will be another hit. And if not, that's the risk. I knew it when I put my money into it, and you should too. So therefore, if you want to get involved, I got my link right down there in the description. Click that motherfucker. You can sign up for Finecoin. Get in on this ICO if you want to. It's a good price at 80 cents in my opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. Now, if you're a hater and you're raised wrong, you fucking suck and you know it, fucking smash the thumbs down. I understand your life sucks, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you're a good person and you fuck with me, don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button and the alert bell so I can give you guys updates and let you know when I got my new ICO picks coming out. So I want to thank you guys